So I have created a new one. This is it right there. Lace has a lot to do with French rose. So I thought it would be nice to add some lace, real lace, to the quilt. So we have the lace I made with paint, which was a stencil. And now I'm adding some real lace. Now this particular square will be on this side. It's just that I've ran out of space. So I'm going to create two more of the squares to go along with this quilt. So that's the first one so far. So now I am cutting some borders for that square for the new one that we're going to put together. So these strips, these borders will be 2.5 inches wide. So what I do is I'll take this ruler. It's really hard to see. I go by the black lines and the red lines. So this is 1 inch, 2 inch, and then I go to the middle one, which is 2.5. And I line it on my green board that has yellow inch marks. Each square is 1 inch. So I just line it up, and I line up my, on this ruler here, it has 1 inch. In the center, you have numbers that are going down the 1 inch. And that is, the numbers are right at the 1/2 inch. So I line up the numbers with that line will be my 1/2 inch. So I go 1, 2, 1/2. And as long as I line up that center line between on that 1 inch, then I have 2.5 inches. Now I already have a 1/2 inch because I just cut a 2.5 in half, or a 1 1/2 that made a 1/2 inch. So now I just add 2 more inches to it, which I just put the edge on the 17 line, and now I cut. So there's 2 borders. Now this one is going to have a 1/2 inch cut off. And it's not really straight, but with the ruler, I can cut it straight. Now I could use these. These are leftovers, so I could use those before I cut into this one. Okay, so we'll take these 4 over to the table. The lace is going to go on this one. Now I am mismatching lace because I don't have enough lace to go all the way around, like for instance this one. I think this came off a wedding dress or something. So I'm just laying out the lace to see how cute it's going to look. And then I'll take it away and I'll put it off to the side. So I will make two of them that looks this similar, using similar lace. And the other two will get lace different from this lace, but similar. Because I don't have enough of this lace for two more. So I do have a lot of this lace. So I will use this lace and add another lace to it to get a different look. But they will all be with lace. Now here's a lace that is kind of gathered, so that would be kind of cute too. But there again, I don't believe I have enough of that lace to go all the way around. Oh, I might have, for one, almost all the way around. And then I have a ton of this lace, so I might just use this lace to go around here. And then maybe I'll put like a little border above it to kind of give it a little frill, little cuteness on top. So that's where I'm at. But first of all, before I put the lace on, I'm going to put my borders on. And the borders will just be sewn on first. And I will lay them down like this. Top and bottom. And then the sides will be longer. And the squares are 9 inches wide, 9 by 9. The strips are 2.5 by the width that you need them for, which I'm doing 9. And then I'll do the bottom for 9 inches, like so. And like that. let's move over to the table. So that's a little bit better there. Now I'm going to take some tape. This is two-sided tape. And I'm going to run it along the edge. I'm going to stick the lace on with to get it to stay until I sew it on. And then when this quilt gets washed, the tape will dissolve. So let's figure out what we got here. These are going to be longer. Okay. So we'll do the longer ones first. Put the longer side up. It just sticks like that, and then you just peel it off like so. Hard to tell which is the right side or the back side in this lace. And I am going to sew on top of the seam here that adjoins the middle piece and the side piece and over the tape. So I just kind of feel it with my finger where it's at and start sewing. So here it is. So let's go hang it on the board and see what it looks like. Kind of get an idea of how it's gonna look. And I will be putting the borders around. But I just wanted to share with you all how it's gonna look. I need to find some pens. It's gonna look like that. That's pretty cute. Pretty cute. See? So actually it kind of gives it a whole different look, doesn't it? With the lace. So, and yesterday I was looking through magazines and stuff, and I came across some French rose with lace, and I thought, you know, that's exactly what I need. I need something to soften it up more than what it is. So I will do 2 more of those with different lace, and then I'll put the borders around. So we'll have 4 more to add to this. So I was drawing out pictures yesterday, trying to figure out what I could add to. And I think, it has enough of these flowers for right now. But I wanted to put a little bit of lace into it. When you think of French rose, or you think of French bedrooms, right? I was looking at French bedrooms. A lot of lace is involved. And flowers, of course, roses. So I thought, why not some lace? I think that's a good idea. Lace. And this is what I have. I don't have a lot of it, but I liked bordering it. I was looking for the roses in the mauve centers. I like that. And it's a different twist than this one. But I think it adds some more to this quilt. it adds a more softness, like I say, and more visual, and more contrast. So I'm back from my trip, and I had a very good time. We were very busy. We went a lot of places. We went to my grandson, who is 7, he'll be 8 in a couple days. We went to Legoland, we went to the beach, we went to a softball game that one of my nephew who is 9, he's in a little league, so we went to his game. We met up with his family, met up with my husband's brother and sister, and let's see what else we do. Visit with some other family members. And so, yeah, it was like every day was busy, busy, busy. One day, I think 1 or 2 days, we were just down. It was just like I had walked my legs off and my ankles were swelling. It was just like, okay, Joan, that's enough. So I had to, and then I had, so if you like my channel, if you enjoy watching me sew and be creative, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, but it's good for me. And I'm at 374. Every once in a while, every couple of days, I'll get a new person that's enjoying my videos and watching me build this quilt. And let me see, and share with your friends. When I'm working on this and I'll make a video, some of my friends, 1 or 2 I share with, and they go, oh, thank you, Joan, and you know, they can share to their friends. And leave me a comment if you have any ideas, whatever. Leave me a comment, just say hi. I like to hear. And I do have a community. I've set it up on my channel. I just haven't really used it. And so, but it's there for me to share ideas with you. So take care, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.